No one was charged in the March shooting death of 26-year-old Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Kentucky, but one officer faces charges for shooting into neighboring apartments. Good evening, I'm Lee Anderson. After that announcement today, protests broke out nationwide, including here in downtown Bend, and the police were called. Jack Hirsch has been at the scene most of the afternoon and joins us now live. Jack, what have you learned?
Lee, I'm at the corner of Greenwood and Wall, where protesters gathered today to protest that Breonna Taylor case ruling. But around 1 o'clock, a man allegedly pushed a bullhorn into the face of one of these protesters, and she responded by macing the man in self-defense. I spoke with that protester who requested we not show her face or use her name, but she told me the incident began when the man started yelling at the protesters.
Repeatedly asked him to leave, and at which point he decided to escalate the situation and become more volatile. He started pushing a lot of us, and then at that point after we were repeatedly asking him to leave, he at that point took the Blair horn that I had in my hand and shoved it back into my mouth, causing me to have a pretty bad bloody lip right now.
The man walked away from the incident, and I'm told he sat around the area for some time before police and an ambulance arrived on scene. He was treated by paramedics and taken away in that ambulance, according to the Bend police. The protester said she does not plan to press any charges. Despite the incident, the protest continued on, and the protesters wanted to keep the message on why they are here in the first place.
It was injustice. Justice has not been done for Breonna. They gave one of the officers 3 counts of wanton endangerment, and it was not in direct connection to her murder. There were no officers charged with her murder. And yeah, so that's why we're down here. We're protesting the injustice that has once again happened to the Black and brown community.
The protest has wound down behind me, but it never got as big as some of the ones we've seen here this summer. Bend police did confirm the incident and that no one was arrested or detained. Again, no charges are being pressed at this time. Live in downtown Bend, Jack Hirsch, News Channel 21. Back to you, Lee.